Alright, back in Imagine, I made friends with my Wapo now, and it took me quite a bit of time to actually start recording, but I wanted to do this. This was a fan of my diary. His name is Lonely, and he gave me permission to use his name, and he's at level 69, and he has a inexperienced cert, which is the fire giant of Norse myth. I don't like the way it walks, though. It kind of looks like it crawls like a crab, but nonetheless, that's beside the point. What we're going to do is go to Itchy Bronze, and he had a summon orb with him. So what he was going to do is fight a fiend, or one of the fiends in Nocturne. What I decided to do was give my inexperienced Othrus some experience, but it came at a terrible price because it didn't stand much of a chance against the Kirins that were in the dungeon. I offered to actually use the plate, but he uh, bought one already, so already have a plate that I'm not using. But since I friended him, I should be able to know when he's online. So we start pretty smoothly, except my Arthurus did get beaten up. The Kurins are, I think, the worst enemies to fight against. Because not only do they heal themselves, but they also use Hama, which does quite a bit of damage, and I think it's an instant kill, if I remembered anything from Nocturne. Or if it works anything like Nocturne. But we were badly cornered. So what I did instead is that it lowered my friendship with my Ultras. So I summoned my Apsaras instead, and I thought the experience would help her out in becoming friends with me. Because she is at a lower friendship level than my Huapo. But I'm also want to get her a bit more powerful. And oh, this is just to show how really strong his cert is. Basically, he blasted through all those enemies, sparing a few slimes that got away. But things weren't easy. The best thing I did was I decided to actually stay close to him while I did this. So, yeah, these are normal Kurins. They're worse, many times worse. But if you see me die, that's my fault. It's not that I'm a bad. It's just that I was kind of outgunned in this experience, and this is where I dropped. So what he did was Lonely went downstairs to use his summon orb or summon stone, whatever it's called. I just checked his stats on accident. I was actually trying to select follow player on accident. So let's try this again. This leads to the boss area, and normally the boss is Mad Kakurihime. And lots of underlings, mostly like ghouls and suibas. But not this time. This time it's Daisoju, which is a demon monk that is in Nocturne and is one of the fiends you have to fight. And consequently, after fighting him and going through the Amala labyrinth, you'll be able to actually fuse and summon him. Though I never really liked him because he took a lot of time to take down. My magic was practically useless, and my Apsaros' attacks kept bouncing off of him and hitting her. But I would praise Lonely Cert for one thing. He did he did the brunt of the damage. Yep, my mistake. He was prepping for an electric attack, and he done it. So what I decided to do was, oh, he got me. Okay, I thought I went back to the zone entrance, but my Apsaras is dead. So I'm trying to use my last summon orb on her, because I think if do a good job, she can be friends with me. And his cert's done for. Though still, all that damage that we willed down from Daisoju, that was all him. All his Lonely Cert. So I went back to the zone entrance. I was trying to distract him, but finally we beat him. And this is the cutscene that we get from beating him. And we're okay now. So, we got some. We decided to take the loot. There was nothing on Daisoju that I can take. But instead I got a gem or a few gems and some magnetite, which are not bad things. So let's just finish it up here.